Well, when you see a scar like this on the front porch, you can pretty much tell that there's been some foundation repair. And this porch has two different doors, but this door has been sealed over. This is the secondary drain line for your air conditioning system that's supposed to discharge over an obvious location. I'm just going to think that the front porch would be an obvious location. You come in and out of the door, it's not actually over a window. Technically, it's not correct, but it meets the purpose, the intent of discharging in a local location. The front door swings closed on its own accord. It might be somewhat because we have a lockbox as a counterbalance on it, swinging it. The front door gasket is torn. Okay, we're going to move in. We're going to move counterclockwise through the house. Okay. All of the window screens have been removed. All right. So if your air conditioning fails, you're not going to be able to open your windows without bugs coming in. Okay, while you wait for somebody to come in. They're all vinyl frame, double pane windows with UV rating. I believe they're single sash windows, double pane vinyl frame windows. We're in the living room. We're heading this way. Okay. And I'm seeing a lot of air fresheners in this home. Just a lot of them. So what's that about? Inquiring minds want to know. No window screens. No window screens. I'm locking this up because it's going to warm up here in a little bit, and we're going to operate the air conditioner. We certainly are. Okay. We come down here. And this is how you report to the central scrutinizer. Okay. Is that an air freshener or is that an Alexis? Alexis, what time is it? Okay. Siri, what's the weather? We don't know. We don't know. We might be listening. Looks like we got a little bit of water stains underneath here. And this is how we report to the central scrutinizer. Hello, Mr. Central Scrutinizer. Okay, so we close the windows. We're losing a little bit of felt right here. Let's report that for everybody. Let's see. File B. Formal living area, west wall, north window, weather stripping, felt weather stripping insulation is loose. That's how we do it. That's how we do it in the West. Okay, this fireplace is a single wall fireplace. It's for an appliance. That's why the gas piping is in front of it. The hearth is less than 24 inches, and by being single wall, you cannot burn a natural wood burning. I mean, I say you can't, but it's not built for a natural burning wood fireplace. It's just not. Okay, so back in the day, before we had central air conditioning, and we kind of have central air conditioning here. It needs a little bit of work. It needs a little bit of work for sure, but we come up underneath here. And so our flue is always open, but we're looking up in here. We got some corbelling. Okay, that's the bricks right there. It should have been parge coated. Looks like they got a brick in there holding it up. Even with, if you wanted to put a gas fireplace in here, I think the graphic on the internet said that it was, what do they call that? That was decorational or ornamental fireplace. But if you plan to put any kind of heating source in here, the chimney needs to be evaluated a little further. The open corbelling. Okay. Coming on along, it seems like we've got a common thread here. This felt on these windows. It must have something to do with the product. But that's two windows in a row that I found that the insulating felt is loose like that. That'll let moisture in. That'll let energy out. And in high winds, it might whistle for you. It might play you a tune. Okay, you have a musical house. Coming on along, this is our dining area. This home faces north. Okay, this home faces north, so these windows in the formal dining area are on the western side of the structure. The thermostat is in this room. It's on the eastern wall. Where do you think the sun's going to come from? It's going to come from those windows. Where do you think it's going to go? It's going to go to this thermostat. Do you think the radiant heat from the sun coming through the windows is going to have some kind of effect on the thermostat? It sure will. So in the wintertime, when you're trying to warm the house, it might get the sun from the northern. Okay, the sun hits a little farther north right in there, you know. So the sun's coming in, and you want it to be 71 degrees, and the thermostat thinks it's 71 degrees, and everybody in the bedrooms is freezing. Because the thermostat's just a dumb animal. It only does what you tell it to do. Or maybe it's the summertime, okay? And you're trying to get it, okay, you want the house to be like 71 degrees, and the radiant, and the house is 71 degrees, but the radiant heat comes through these windows. It's this thermostat. Thermostat thinks it's 75 degrees inside of here, so it keeps running. And then again, in the bedrooms, everybody's freezing because it's too cold, because the thermostat is a dumb animal. Speaking of a dumb animal thermostat, this thermostat is a manual thermostat. Manual being that, well, I guess it's a manual thermostat. I haven't looked at it completely. I'm not through looking at it. How do I get into this thing? You know what? It might be a smart home thermostat. I can go up and down, but how do I change the... Oh, there we go. Menu. Mode. Menu. Mode. Done. Fan. This is a manual thermostat. Okay? The current energy code, when this home was remodeled, but the current energy code requires that every single family residence has at least one programmable thermostat. And this is not a programmable thermostat. So what happens is I mean, you could have 16 thermostats in the house, but one of them has to be programmable. This house only has one thermostat, and that thermostat is not programmable. Okay? You know what else I'm not seeing in here in the living area? I'm not seeing any smoke alarms. I'm not seeing any smoke alarms. No smoke alarms in the living area. No smoke alarms in the living area. So we're coming along in here in the kitchen. We're going to have a whole kitchen video, okay? Kitchen and appliances. Don't worry about that. We're going to have that. This is the kitchen window. Duh, right? But this is as high as I could raise it. This window doesn't raise very high. What's that about? Okay, so it's difficult to operate. If Granny can't operate it, it don't work. If Grampy can't operate it, it don't work. Okay? So we'll just kind of move on along here. Got a lot of company. We're going to... This door right here is kind of tough. This door does not slide out like it's supposed to. Coming in here, this is the back bedroom, the primary bedroom suite. Okay? That's where... Alright, got another air freshener. How about that? So moving on along to our primary bedroom suite. And what we're noticing on this wall, we don't have any electric receptacle outlets. In this wall, we only have one. This house is built in the 1940s. This does not surprise us, okay? It does not surprise us. But it's information to know, okay? Let's see. Primary bedroom, south wall, no electric receptacle outlet. Primary bedroom, east wall, one receptacle outlet. We've got two over here, and we've got one over there, so that's a little better. This is our larger closet. Okay, we got electric receptacle outlet in here. Yeah, it's all covered up. Honey Badger don't care. Okay, it's all covered up. We got lights. Okay, sweet. Got a light switch like we're supposed to. Ceiling fans are attractive. Moving on along, the primary bedroom suite. You get the primary bedroom suite bathroom. And again, we're going to have a whole video about this. But here we are. And I would like to note that the fans, and I'll probably note it twice, we have fans in both bathrooms. And when I was in the attic, we did not notice any fan vents. So where do those fans vent to? Well, by process of elimination. Okay, these fans improperly vent directly into the attic space. The fans are supposed to vent to the exterior. That's what they're supposed to do. That's what they're supposed to do. Now, this one's kind of stiff, this middle window. But I still got it. If you use it a little more, it might loosen up. That's what they'll tell you. And then, again, we don't have screens. So we'll do a countdown on that. Moving on along. And staying with our theme, we've got a hall bathroom here. And with a video and a fan and all the usual things. This is the front bedroom. Okay. Coming on along. Now in this closet, there is an access port, or there was an access port that we're going to try and open, but I don't know. There's another access port on the patio. We're going to try and see as much of the crawl space as possible. None of the closets have closed rods in them. Okay, 0 closed rods. That cover plate is missing. Again, double pane vinyl frame windows. Again, all these windows were installed at the same time. These windows, in conjunction with a well-ventilated and insulated attic that's been cleaned out from all the rat dookie, okay, would make this a very comfortable home, especially if you updated the HVAC system. I get it. Is it Texas Real Estate Commission? Is it performing the function for which it's intended, or is it in need of immediate repair, or was it installed improperly, which it was, or is it a safety issue, which it might be? Okay. Coming on along, in our breakfast area, the one with the windows that I was talking about, okay, we do not have any electric receptacle outlets. Okay, none. No electric receptacle outlets in the formal dining area. So you just have to go by candlelight, you know? I mean, you got this light. You got lights, but you don't have any electric receptacle outlets. Okay, and I already closed that window. And so we're moving along. We'll have a whole nother video about that. I'll keep the camera off of you. Okay, so we're in this, and this is the breakfast area, the nook, mudroom, call it what you will. You know what I'm not seeing? I'm not seeing any electric receptacle outlets. I'm not seeing any electric receptacle outlets at all. I got one on the, up here. You got one by the switch? Awesome. 2 by the switch. Okay, you got 2. Got 1 on this wall. Yay. We'll test those. So we're testers. Get these windows here. Now what's amazing, okay, not amazing, I guess might not be the best word, but notable is that windows, when you buy new windows like this, typically they come with screens. So I'm not saying that there's screens available, but it wouldn't be, out of line. It wouldn't be an inappropriate, I can hardly operate this window. It wouldn't be inappropriate, to my personal opinion, not my professional. I'm not licensed to practice law or real estate. Okay? I'm a home inspector. I should stay in my lane. But it is my personal opinion that it would not be inappropriate to ask, where did all my screens go? You might get an acceptable answer. Got an air gap between the door right there. Kind of sticks a little bit. We got an exterior video for that. At one time, okay, this is a junction box now, and it's been painted closed, so we're not going to open this, okay? Do no harm. And this was the original breaker box before they went and they put another breaker box right here. Okay? Load center, electric service panel, call it what you will. Good home inspection. Oh, look, right here. We do have this. The only closed rod I've found is in this little room right here. This little room off of the mudroom. Cute lamp. This puts us in the laundry, which we're going to have a whole other video for that, too.